Let's be honest. You manifested me. Yes, sir! It's your man DeAndre Saxon back for another video, coming to you from beautiful Dubai. By the end of this video, you're gonna know exactly how to quantum leap. As you guys know, this world, this 3D world, you see all of this is plastic, and you can bend it to the consciousness of your mind. But how do you actually do that? I watch all your guys' comments, and you guys are collectively stuck. So I created this nice little masterclass. This is a lot of the coaching I do with my higher end clients, but I'm gonna give it to you guys all completely for free. So stick to it. You're gonna know exactly what to do. If you learn how to do this trick, you'll be able to bend the matrix to your reality, manifest more money, manifest that dream girl, manifest your dream car, manifest your dream life, and live the life of your dreams. So without further ado, let's hop straight into it and let's get into today's teaching. Are y'all ready or what? Y'all better get your notebooks out because I'm about to drop some heat. This is already going to be a longer video because that's why it's titled the Masterclass. So sit back, get your popcorn, get some water, turn that phone on Do Not Disturb because guess what? Whoever's about to call you ain't going to help you manifest nothing. So put that phone away, Do Not Disturb, get off of Instagram, get out your notebook. Let's make it happen. By the way, if you like this style of content, which is like different from the vlog where I'm holding it, you like when I get into the laptop and teach it, drop it in the comments. You guys are the most active community, letting me know everything in the comment section. So tell me exactly what style of content you like. So without further ado, let's talk about quantum leaping. All right, so what is a quantum leap? So a quantum leap is going from first floor to the penthouse. As you guys know my story, I studied with the famous Bob Proctor and from 2020 to 2022. So right before pandemic, and I was dead broke. I had $128 in my account when I went to the 3-day Bob Proctor Paradigm Shift seminar that was in Los Angeles. That was the last one before he passed away. And so when he said, DeAndre, do you want to work with me as a consultant? I said, yes, let's do it. I didn't have the money. I didn't have $30,000, which was the consultant fee. But I had $5,000 available on my grandfather's credit card, which I happened to have on me. So I put $5,000 on my grandpa's credit card. I prayed for forgiveness rather than permission. And then I had to pay $3,000 a month. And I was only making about $1,000 per month driving for Uber. Like I literally had 30 days to figure this shit out. And within 45 days, I was making $100,000 a month and I made 7 figures in the process. I have to say this every video, guys, if you're watching it, because a lot of people don't know who I am, especially the fact that I only have 1,000 subscribers. So most people don't know who I am. So I have to repeat this, okay? So I earned 7 figures in the process, over 400 clients, teaching them exactly how to do law of attraction. So the reason I told you that, other than the intro, was that's a quantum leap, right? That's going from first floor to the penthouse. I went from earning $1,000 a month for Uber, sleeping on my grandparents' couch. Prior to that, I was sleeping in my car for 5 months in Miami, to earning $100,000 a month, earning $30,000 in a day, earning $240,000 in a month. These are crazy numbers. Like nobody. I personally don't even know anybody that's done something like this. And I teach law of attraction, right? I've never seen a quantum leap like that. What it showed me was that there's really frequencies in the world that you can jump to a higher level. Now, I don't care if you have $100 in your bank account or 100,000 or 1,000,000. You can use these principles to scale your company, scale your income, and scale your life by learning to manipulate the matrix around you. And the first principle we're going to do is jumping to a higher version of ourselves where we can start to download information, get action steps where you then implement it in today in the present moment. And those present moment actions then jump you to a higher level. This sounds crazy, but just follow me throughout this video and I'm going to explain how to do that, okay? So making a quantum leap is going from U to U squared, meaning accomplishing far more in less time with only the friction of your effort being given. You don't have to work hard to go to the quantum leap level. It's a different frequency. It's a different level. Like here's a perfect example that I do with my clients. Like I'm going to open up my Wi-Fi right here. I'm in a building. I'm on the top floor right now, the last floor. It's not a penthouse, but it's the last floor, you know? Okay, so check this out. And let me see if we can zoom in here. Come on, camera. You can do it. There we go. Okay, you see this? Look at all these Wi-Fis. Look at all of those. What does that represent? All of those represents a frequency. You didn't even think about the Wi-Fi until I brought it up. That's the first one. And the second one, that was at least 10 Wi-Fi frequencies that are in this room as we speak that I cannot see with my physical eyes, but with a certain device or certain methodology, I can view those Wi-Fis, okay? So if I want to tap into another Wi-Fi, say, or actually that was Bluetooth, same principle, okay? for those of you technical, thinking I was showing you the Wi-Fi, this is actually Bluetooth, but same principle. So let's just say if I wanted to tap into another Wi-Fi signal, okay, what would I need? Do I need to work hard? Do I need to try to break the passcode and all this? No, all I simply need to do is tap on it, put in the password, and then I download a new frequency. It's very easy for you to understand that, right? You understand there's a frequency of another Wi-Fi. You understand there's something called the Wi-Fi, and then you know there's a device to view the Wi-Fi. Well, what does that mean in manifestation? The device that you're able to see that is your consciousness, is your imagination more specifically. You're able to imagine yourself at a higher frequency. You're able to imagine yourself living at 100K a month, driving your dream car, having your dream girl, living your dream life, having your dream thing that you want in your life. You can see that. So that's the device. Like, that's my phone, able to look at it. But then you have to choose, which exactly do you want? Do you want nice watches? Do you want to drive fancy cars? Do you want to make more money? Do you hey, I don't care about, like, some of you guys in the comments are like, oh, bro, Dubai's not anything. Bro, why do you care about what I'm doing? Manifest what you want. I want a Dubai. That means success to me. Success to you might be being in a forest in North Carolina. Get what you want. That's the part where choosing your Wi-Fi signal. Choose what you want. You have to select it. Most of you guys are focused on hating on another person or looking at what somebody else has. Or most importantly, some of y'all, let me take a sip of this real quick, because I'm about to roast y'all. Some of y'all focusing too much on the past and what you don't have. Sheesh. Y'all focusing too much on that and not on what you do want. Have you ever noticed that when you're driving a car, the front windshield is much bigger than the rear view mirror? Y'all looking in that rear view mirror too much of where you've been, what you don't have. And guess what? You're looking at the frequencies, and what are you selecting? You're selecting the Wi-Fi signal that's slow, the one that's not downloading uploads, the one that's not able to watch videos, the one that's slow, the one that's methodical, the one that's having you in doubt and worry, the one that says you are not, that's a liar. Or you can select what you want, the great I am. I am powerful. I am a winner. I am, right? So you get to select that what you want. So I know that was a long tangent, but I need you to understand these principles here, okay? So let's talk about what a quantum leap is. A huge or often sudden increase or an advance of something. So it's huge and it's sudden and it's an increase. This is very, very important principles. So I always talk about my story. I'm always going to go back to my story. I could talk about my other clients, but by the way, if you ever want to see my testimonials, they're on Instagram inside my highlight section in the story. Okay. But going from 0 to 100 grand. Okay. That was quick, right? 45 days. It was sudden. And it was big, right? It's a big thing. Quantum leap is like taking the elevator. Like right now I'm on the 19th floor. It's taking the elevator rather than taking the stairs. If you're going to work in the 3D world, which is working with like how everybody else is working, which is working with their hands, working with effort, which is all things you need, but it's the frequency from which you work. Does that make sense? For example, I can put out a YouTube video like this. Somebody can do the same exact video as me and it not hit. I know this is going to get thousands of views because it's not what I'm doing. It's how I'm doing it. I'm emitting a frequency. You have manifested me. You're here for a reason. I'm transmitting energy to you. I believe in what I'm teaching. I'm not a random person that's just teaching law of attraction because they regurgitating somebody else's YouTube video. No, I studied with Bob Proctor. I know what I'm talking about. It's changed my life. I know it can change yours. Why? Because it's the frequency for where I'm coming from. So it's not the mere action of making the YouTube video. So when you're going to go for this quantum leap, it's not just the action, it's the way in which you do it. But that way in which you do it is a very certain key. It's jumping to this future version of yourself, okay? So the first part of a quantum leap is this. It's a major breakthroughs come from taking quantum leaps rather than incremental improvements, pushing you to think and act radically different. If you haven't watched the video, I think it's titled, I don't remember the title, but I have the Rolls Royce. I'm in the Rolls Royce. So find the one where I'm in the gray Rolls Royce. Forgot the title. But in that, when I talk about having an A type, a B type, and a C type goal, you have to set a goal that's so radically big that it causes you to do things that you've never done before. Because when you think big, you act big. When you act big, you get bigger results. And that's the change that you need. You need to get out of your comfort zone, to get out of your current self-image, to get out of your situation, to get out of your certain ways of thinking. Because in a minute, we're going to talk about thinking in frequencies. The frequency that you're thinking on has gotten you in your situation. I don't care how much money you're making. A lot of you guys think I'm just teaching money. I'm teaching laws that are universal. You just take out the number 100,000 for 10,000, take out 10,000 for $1 million, whatever you want. It doesn't matter. It's the thought pattern. It's the way in which you're applying it. Does that make sense? So some of you guys are so small in your thinking that you're thinking like the same box, right? You're thinking, here's a perfect example. This new YouTube channel, most of you guys don't know that this is my third YouTube channel. I have been making these exact videos for the last couple years on my other YouTube channel. Literally, like I was talking to somebody who got enrolled in my coaching program, and he's like, "Bro, I just found you. Like, this is amazing." I'm like, "Bro, like I have like 500 videos exactly similar to this on my other channel, but for some reason it wasn't working." So I took a little break. I did car channels. I have a car channel where I do exotic cars. That's why I always see cars on my channel. And I decided, you know what? Let me start another YouTube channel for specifically for mindset, so I don't mix it. And bro, like this new channel took off, right? So it was like this, what Neville Goddard calls the bridge of incidents. I was always manifesting, the mindset and coaching business to go up, but it went through a side door because I went off and did something else, which I enjoy doing in my personal life. I love reviewing cars, and I do it for fun. Another YouTube channel. But in the process, I started this channel that's absolutely blowing up. You're watching me because of that bridge of incidents. Why? Because I thought outside of my box. I'm going to talk in parables like this so you can understand that it's not, you have to to understand these principles. Okay, let's go to number 2. Personal growth success often requires letting go of the familiar routines, comfort zones, and embracing risk and uncertainty instead. So a little bit about what I talked about. Number 3, building a mindset for extraordinary success involves leveraging intuition, expecting miracles, and staying resilient against setbacks. Okay, so in another training, I don't know if I'll ever do, I might do it on YouTube later on, but right now there's a lot of heavier content. We have multiple faculties of the mind that you can tap into to really bend the matrix. Some of them being memory, intuition, will, reason, perception, right? These are mental tools that you can use to bend the reality that I learned with my mentor, Bob. Okay. And so intuition is a big part of that. Being able to listen to your heart, to be able to navigate the world, to not listen to the 3D world, to the naysayers, to the NPCs of the world, and that you can live from your intuition. That's a skill and a muscle that you can build up. And that's actually the true factor of what's going to navigate you. And when you get that download, when we do this quantum leap, that's actually how you're going to know what to do. So make sure you stick to this video. Don't click off. I know some of you are already on your phone. Some of you are distracted on Instagram, Snapchat, or something. You get your attention back. Let me take a little side note right here. You need to take control of your attention. Listen to me, brother or sister, or whoever's watching right now. Mostly men, but some of y'all ladies be in the chat. I see you. Get control of your attention. Stop giving it to the phone, to the person, to the internet, for anybody. The law of attraction, it starts right here with your attention. If you're easily distracted by the Instagram scroll, the this scroll, and this, you're not going to succeed because you can't even control your attention. This is everything about this masterclass right here. I just bit my tongue. I'm hyped right now. Just bit my tongue. Even this masterclass. It's all a control of your attention. The basis of quantum leaping, law of attraction, law of assumption, law of transmutation, all these laws is your attention, your ability to take your mind and use your willpower to put attention on a specific goal with the thoughts, feelings, and actions to match it, and you manifest. And if you keep getting distracted and you can't stick to this video, this is the perfect sign why you're not succeeding, because you can't take control of your attention. But anyways, that was your older brother DeAndre going on a little rant. Let me pull back a little bit. Okay, so let's talk about this. We think on frequencies. Okay, we think on frequencies. And so look at this chart right here. All right, so we talk about this thing called the law of attraction, but I want you to understand this. The law of attraction is actually a secondary law. The primary law is called the law of vibration, and I'll explain what this means and why this makes sense to you. So the law of vibration states that everything is moving, nothing rests. This table, it's actually not solid. It's actually liquid. If you take a very powerful microscope and you look at it, you're going to see the electrons, you're going to see the atoms, and all those physical, right, physics things down there. You're going to see that it's actually moving at I think it's like 300,000 seconds per hour, miles, something like this. I forgot the numbers. I used to research this back in the day, but it's moving so fast that it's become solid. So this glass used to be sand. This metal was once in the earth. Everything is a vibration, is what I'm talking about. And because it's vibrating, it means it has a frequency. Anything that vibrates has a frequency. Perfect example, like a bucket of water, like a pool of water. If you put your finger in there and you start to move it around, you're sending out ripples, right? It has a vibration. Sometimes the human eye cannot see those things. right? Like we live in a matrix. You know we live in a matrix even though you don't physically see it with your eyes. That's a perfect example. You know there's vibrations around us. You just can't see it with your eyes, and you're trying to understand it mostly with your heart. You're trying to justify it with your mind. And this is the problem you're having, all right? But that's a subject for another video. Okay, so that's the law of vibration. So the law of vibration says that there's infinite amounts of frequencies, infinite amounts of vibrations, and each individual line is called a frequency, meaning this YouTube video, out of the billions of YouTube videos on YouTube right now, you're on my frequency. You are with me, intimate. You are sitting across the table from me, mano y mano, brother y brother, sitting down having a conversation about the world and how to live our best life. You're on my frequency, not on Mr. Beast, not on somebody else, okay? So that is what we're talking about. Now, whatever that's on the same frequency as you attract it. That's called the law of attraction. So the law of attraction is a reaction to whatever energy you're putting out, or most importantly, whatever frequency that you're on. Are you following me here? In other words, before, I want you to understand that you watching this video right now, you manifested me. Like, think about this. I'm getting the chills thinking about this. You manifested me. What you were thinking yesterday, last week, and last month, you were asking for something more. And my video came in front of you, and now here I am. I'm in front of you. Why? Because we are matching frequencies. You attracted me. We are on the same level, okay? Now, we think on frequencies. So our thought patterns, most importantly, it's called our paradigm. A paradigm is like your thought patterns or habits. What's a multitude of your habits, like your programming, okay? I'll make another video on this, but I want you to think of it as just like your mental programming. You think your paradigm thinks on frequencies. So I want you to look at your bank account right now and the amount of money you have in your bank account, how much you earned last month, how much you earned last year. All of those things are a frequency. But what you can do now, before we even get to that, that has generated the results that you have gotten. Okay. So you see this here, that has generated the results. So all the results in your life right now is a manifestation of the paradigm thought frequency that you're on. But what you want is you don't want this life anymore. You want a better life. So in order to do that, you are able to see a better version of yourself. Okay. This is where the quantum leap starts to happen. You're able, using, just like I said with the phone, you're able to use a device to see all the Wi-Fis. In other words, with your imagination, you're able to see yourself being a millionaire, see yourself living a better life, see yourself in a better body, better girlfriend, better car, better life, better everything. There's a device that you're able to see the Wi-Fi's, and that is your imagination. You're able to see a better version of yourself, okay? And you call that a goal. If you're doing it right, it's called a C-type goal. So you're seeing this better version of yourself, but what are you actually seeing? What you're actually seeing is a higher frequency version of yourself. Follow me here. This is some deep shit. We're getting deep into this. I told you, we're not some random TikToker or another person regurgitating law of attraction. I know what I'm talking about here. You're seeing a higher version of yourself in the quantum space. And because energy is not created or destroyed, that means there's a version of you in the quantum space living that version of yourself. Because the fact that you can see it means it can become manifest, and that it is manifest in some version of yourself in the matrix, like the multiverse. It's the only way that this can happen, brother. But that's a good sign. That means that you can achieve it if you operate from that same frequency. Because remember, the law of vibration says that there's infinite amounts of frequencies. The law of attraction states that you're going to attract the same thing that's on your frequency. So if we can somehow, follow me here. Y'all ready for this? I don't think y'all ready for this. By the way, if you're not subscribed, subscribe. If you're not, drop a comment. I'll read your guys' comments. I don't know if y'all ready for this, but here's what we're going to do. We're going to jump to that future version of yourself, okay? We're going to jump to that higher version, and what will start to happen is when you close your eyes in a minute, I'm going to give you some meditations that you can do to do this. You're going to jump to this higher version of yourself. What will start to happen is, let's just say we're here. You see this line? Hopefully you can see my little mouse here. You're going to be here at a higher version, not where you're at now. The only way you can jump to that version is with your eyes closed in a meditative visualization state. You jump to that version of yourself, and guess what? Think about this just in general terms. Spirit is always for expansion and fuller expression, meaning that spirit is always wanting to expand and grow and become more, do more. That is the written law of life. Life is to expand, and that same life lives in you. The same life energy force that lives in the plants that wants them to grow and reach for the skies and build forests lives in you, and it wants you to expand. So with that being said, there's the future version of yourself, whether it's the future higher self, God, spirit, holy power, whatever. Do you think that power wants to help you get to a higher frequency? The answer is yes. So wouldn't that same frequency that has no time or space, no future or past, that only lives in the present moment, wouldn't that same thing want you to succeed and help you if you were able to somehow get in contact with it? Ooh, I'm sweating just thinking about this. This is some fire shit. You can do this. And this is how I was able to quantum leap. To go to 100 grand a month, to live in Dubai, to get access to all these exotic cars, to do anything that I've wanted in my life. I was able to jump to this higher version and talk to my higher self, spirit, God. He would give me answers on a higher frequency. Because guess what? When you're now meeting this higher version of yourself, you're no longer thinking like the lower frequency version of yourself. Does that make sense? Because that's why you're stuck, because you keep thinking in the same routine patterns. We have to get rid of those patterns and start to think from a higher version, and he will give you the answers, and the answers will be different. Somebody was asking DeAndre, what action steps did you take? Bro, you guys are so lost when you ask me a question like that. That is not the right answer. It's not the action. Remember the quote from DeAndre, I will say it every video. It's not what you do, it's how you do it. It's not what you say, it's how you say it. So the things that I did will be different for me than for you. So when you jump to the higher version, your higher version will tell you something different than me. How could I have told you that I needed to start a third YouTube channel for this Law of Attraction channel to finally blow up? And I would call it Mr. Law of Attraction. Like, bro, I got this during a meditation, and I did it like on the side. Like, this is my last YouTube channel. I have my main channel, my car channel, and then this channel. Like, I can't tell you to do that. I did this by jumping to this future version. He told me to do this, and I did it. Now look at how this channel is blowing up. That's how it works for you. You have to jump, and it will give you some type of answer, but you can't do it with your eyes closed. You have to do it in a meditative state. Okay. And the reason that we're able to do this, sheesh, yo, I'm so hyped right now. Like this masterclass is crazy. Like we're already like 20, 25 minutes in. Guys, we're going in. By the way, make sure you subscribe. I'm loving it. Let me know in the comments if you guys like this new format of content. This is some heavy shit here, and we can go to the next level. So we live on 3 simultaneous planes of existence, okay? Spirit, intellectual, and physical, all at the same time. That's what my tattoos are about. It's funny, if you guys look at my tattoos, all of my tattoos are spiritual based. Like this is the 3 planes of existence: spiritual, intellectual, and physical. So the spirit is the God's finger touching David right here, which is the intellect, and then the physical world is like the Rome Colosseum, which is the physical world. And then I have the Seek Awareness, as you guys know, I got from Bob Proctor. So it's like I'm like a walking personal development like tattoo billboard, right? So that's like I live this. Like even my tattoos are about this. So what does this mean? That when you die, your body stays here, but you go somewhere else. So what we're talking about is you're not your physical body, and you're not your mind either. Your brain, because your brain stays here. So where you, quote unquote, go somewhere else, that's the spiritual aspect of you. That's your imagination. We go back to source, to that thing. That's your higher self. That's your spiritual self that gives you life. It's also the ability for you to use your imagination. Because guess what? The brain cannot form imagination. It might be the vehicle in which to do that, but it's not the thing that downloads the information from the spirit. You have a spiritual life force within you. Then you have the actual intellect. That's your brain using to build plans. A bird can only be a bird. A tree can only be a tree. A cat can only be a cat. But you can be whatever you want. You want to be a millionaire. You want to be a network marketing king. You want to be a social media influencer. You want to build a business. You want to have a dream body. You want to have your dream girlfriends or multiple girlfriends. Whatever you want. You can be whatever you want. And why? And I don't point my finger like that to point at you. I'm like giving you energy. I'm saying this because you have the ability to imagine whatever you want and build that dream life. And then finally, the third and most importantly, lowest frequency, and I don't mean low frequency in a negative mean. I mean, it literally is the lowest frequency, is the physical world. Like, think about all of this stuff behind me, like this mirror, this painting, this wall, this microphone, this laptop. Everything in around me and everything around you is created in the mind of another person. Meaning, this world is plastic. And you guys think I'm just talking shit every time I say this in the intro. The world is plastic. It's a video game. No, it really is. Don't believe me? Look around your room. Everything except the tree outside was created in the imagination of another person. Meaning, we live in a world that's plastic, like a video game, and it will bend to the matrix, except you're living in somebody else's matrix. You're living in somebody's matrix, and you're starting to wake up, and you're saying, F this shit. I want to build my own matrix. That's my life. And you're learning to wake up and build the matrix that benefits you. That's why you're here. Still into this video. Okay, so those are 3 planes of existence, and on another video I'll go deeper into that. Okay, holy shit, guys, we got some heavy stuff here, man. We're gonna have to actually break this up into 2 parts. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do: this is already a longer video. We're gonna have to break this up into 2 sessions. So this is quantum leaping number 1, part 1. I'll make a part number 2 where we'll lead off from here. But guys, this one was crazy. We're gonna have to break this one up. So make sure you subscribe below. I will give you guys another version of this, deeper, on teaching you guys exactly how to quantum leap. But by the way, guys, if you want to learn exactly how to do this, a lot of you have been asking me for coaching and stuff. Reach out to me on Instagram. Let's see if it's a good fit. Some of you it's not. Some of it, it's up to you. Reach out to me, or you can hire somebody else. If you support me, obviously the channel grows. We're able to make more stuff happen. If you like me, okay. But if not, at least you were able to get some value from this video. I'm here just teaching this stuff because I just enjoy teaching it. Like, I'm just here on a Sunday night by myself on 7 p.m. in Dubai, just enjoying this. So make sure if you want to get some coaching with me, learn how to go to the next level, 10K, 20K, 30K, 100K a month, reach out to me on Instagram at Miami Patron, or check the links in the description. Or I'll see you guys in the next video where we'll go to part 2 on how to quantum leap. Take care, guys.